dramatic events at Old Trafford in 1981 and England leading 3-1 in the series. Those England players still going strongly in county cricket. And they decided to bat first, and we're going to pick things up in the second over. It's 2 for no wicket, and Ian Davis and Rick McCosker were the opening batsmen. John Lever bowling to Davis.
Lever again to Davis. That's an edge, and it's a brilliant catch, superbly caught. Tony Greig picking up a really magnificent catch there. Davis has gone. Lever strikes the first blow for England, as he did so often in India on that recent tour. And it really was a brilliant piece of work by Greig at second slip. Not much movement in that one, and the wickets here at Old Trafford seem to have improved enormously this year. Wickets have been pretty hard to come by, and whenever it's been fine, there's been a lot of runs scored here. The ground looking in really perfect condition. New groundsman, of course, this year at Old Trafford, Bert Flack, when retired after many, many years' service, and he's been replaced here by Gordon Prosser, who came up from Worcester. And that's a big shout, and he's gone, and Willis has struck now, and Australia losing both opening batsmen with only 2 runs on the board. Not one of the greatest shots I think we've seen from a first-class cricketer, but Bob Willis digging that short. A flash there by McCosker, and Alan Knott making no mistake behind. So reflective Greg Chappell we saw there as he sees his side stumbling here, losing both openers with only 2 runs on the board. Made no mistake this time. Over pitch ball again. He's only received 2 to date. He's put them both away. Fine on drive for 4. Could easily have dragged that on. Give it a fair amount of width. And one of the few ill-timed shots we've seen this morning from Greg Chappell. Oh, it's nicely played. Beautiful little cut shot, wide of slip. Good boundary there to Craig Sargent, and that brings up the 50 partnership between these two. And that must be out. Beautiful delivery, one of the few that Derek Underwood has straightened. Fine ball that from the Kent left-arm bowler. Greg Chappell looking to play it with the in-swing and finding it straightened up on him. And no question at all, I think, that would have certainly flattened something round about middle and off stump. So a really vital decision that, and a fine one from England's point of view, because Greg Chappell had looked in tremendous form here this morning. So he's the 3rd Australian out, the total on 55. And 30 very good runs from Greg Chappell. It's Sargent to face Underwood. Going for the swing. It's off the pad. No chance of Lever stopping it. No, he got an edge. Nick onto the pad, so he gets 4 runs for that. But still 1 or 2 dashes there to come. David Hooks and Rodney Marsh could completely alter the state of this game. And that's a chance, and it's caught. And good ploy that by Braley and Greig, I think, together. They posted the 2 gullies there for Dougie Walters. He fell for the trap. And as they say, he's off without disturbing the scorers. That's a good shot. There's the strength again of Sargent. The over-pitch ball on the leg stump. You've really got to keep it away from his legs. That's pushed away very nicely through the onside for 4.
Tony Greig. And not even Greig can get up high enough to pick that up. It was beautifully timed by Sargent. Straight over deep square leg and into the crowd on the full. That 6 takes Sargent now on to 46. And that is out. It's well bowled by Tony Greig. Well, Greig and Knott combined there to dismiss David Hooks, who certainly didn't look very pleased about it. It's out. Rennell has caught him at mid-wicket of Tony Greig. Sargent is out for 46. And it is 94 for 6 Australia in the 40th over.
And that's cracked away nicely through the offside. And that's beaten Lever. So that boundary to Marsh, bringing up the 100 for Australia. It's been a long and bitter struggle for them, but they've made it halfway through the 44th over. Again, that's Hoyt away down to deep square leg. That'll be 4 more. Another consultation between bowler and captain now to try and get this field right. Underwood at deep long leg. He's got Greig in front of the pavilion on the mid-wicket boundary and a long on. Still got 5 men outside the off stump. And that's going to beat long on, and it's gone over the ropes. Just clearing the ropes. David Constant, the umpire, waiting, I think, to get a signal. He's now going to ask. And there's the umpire signal for 6. Just clearing the ropes there at long on. So the contest renewed between Lever and Marsh. Swung away, I think he's found the gap again. So despite 4 men on that leg side boundary, he placed it quite nicely between 2 of them. Lever again to Marsh. Similar pattern, swung away on the leg side. And still can't get his fielders in the right position. 4 of them out there, and once again, he's found the gap. So that clearing the ropes. Constant signalling the 6.
Well, I found this bowling by John Lever quite inexplicable and unbelievable for a man of his experience and knowledge of one-day cricket to be bowling continually at leg and middle stump to Rodney Marsh, who's a great onside player.
Fortune favouring the brave there. Great despairing dive there by Underwood of no avail. The inside edge this time down to long leg brings him another boundary. Well, some action at last for this very handsome crowd here at Old Trafford. They've waited a long time to see a few shots played, but they're coming all right now. from the bat of Marsh. So the last 5 balls he's received from John Lever, he's hit 3 4s and 2 6s. And that's in. That's a look round to make sure that they've been disturbed. But that, the good Yorker, pitched well up and swing across the line, gave himself little hope. But a very cheerful, bright interlude that from Rod Marsh. Done a power of good to himself, his side and the crowd. He made 42 there in fairly rapid time. And he goes out, the 7th man to go, the total on 1:45 in the 48th over. And the best hand of the day coming to Rod Marsh. And I'm sure a lot of them will remember that spectacular 90 he hit up here a few years ago. Only out there for half an hour for his 42 runs. And that's it, a very simple catch indeed. Lob very gently to square leg. So a good bowling change there. Max Walker the man to go. Underwood coming on and collecting his wicket in his first over. So that's 8 men out now. Total still on 152. Again, concentrating it outside leg stump. Leave Emmy to chase that, but this ball, as it has done all day, gathering pace, races away, and Malone collects 4 runs. Has he caught it? Yes, it's another fine catch. Really picking up his second very good catch of this innings to get rid of Malone, and Underwood strikes again.
At the end of 55 overs, Australia are 169 for 9, and there's no doubt that typical buccaneering effort by Marsh gave Australia something to bowl at. Fine England out cricket, excellent example set by the captain, Mike Brearley. So England needed just a shade over 3 runs and over, which seemed at the time well within their compass. Amos and Brearley opened the batting for England, Pascoe and Walker the attack for Australia. We take up the story again at 17 for no wicket in the 8th over, and it's Max Walker bowling to Dennis Amos.
Oh, what a good catch. A super catch by Craig Sargent at Gully. He's very good in that position or anywhere close to the wicket. And he's taken the first wicket for Australia. An equally good catch, the one that took the Australians' first wicket when Tony Greig took the first catch of the match. 2 diving catches to dismiss the first batsman in each innings. And here's how he was dismissed. Never quite over the top of it, and a very angled bat, forcing the ball around the onside. Sargent, very nice piece of close to the wicket catching. Derek Randall facing the Australians again. Oh, what a glorious shot to start with. And just racing away over the fairly quick outfield here at Old Trafford. Equally good stroke. Walker going for the leg cutter there, but not quite able to get it in position, and that's a good piece of fielding from Hooks, but still they'll go through for the 4th run. Excellent running from Derek Randall. That's a good shot. Nice piece of timing there from Brearley. So much so that it's going to beat the fieldsman into the rope.
Malone to Brearley. That's edged, and it's dropped. A life there for Brearley. Malone, the unlucky bowler. It's a great deal of movement, but Brearley playing inside it. Malone again to Brearley. And a streaky boundary there too. Went for the drive. The ball never there for the drive. And once again cutting away slightly, and really a streaky four which could have gone anywhere. That's nicely placed by Randall. Waited for it, let it come on and put it away. Down to third man for 4. So the 50 coming up for England and the 15th over. That's a fine ball and well deserved the wicket. So Randall falls, Craig Sargent making no mistake this time. Beautiful outswinger again, finding the outside edge of the bat. And Malone fully deserving that wicket. And unhappily for England, it's that of Randall who promised much in his innings here of 19.
And here's a beautiful outswinger. Randall plays the ball, it just swings late. A nice comfortable catch there at first slip, very similar to the one that he dropped off Mike Brearley about 10 minutes ago.
Malone to Barlow. And he too getting a pretty useful delivery there, first ball. He cut that away from him. Impressive spell of swing bowling this by Mick Malone. And sufficient movement away from the bat there to cause problems. A nasty ball to get first one.
It's beautifully placed. Couldn't split the field much better than that. Malone, the man after it, and he's not able to get it. The ball racing away over the outfield. Outfield's quite quick and the ground very dry, but looking in good condition. That's a very good hit by Graham Barlow. Just fractionally short of the boundary ropes. Only landed about 6 inches inside, and it wasn't a bad delivery. Mick Malone now to bowl to Brearley. It's got to be close. Yes, indeed. It didn't get up. A bit of bad luck there for Brearley, I think. The ball didn't get up as he expected. It was pretty short. And he was always playing over the top of it. And possibly even a little bit too soon. But that was plumb, and a little bit of ill luck, I think. More than ill judgment there, but deserved success for Mick Malone, who's bowled very tidily. It's 70 for 3 now. Quite a lively character, Mick Malone. He was one of the outstanding bowlers in Australia in this past summer. Ian Davis is the man down at third man. One to the new man, Peter Willey, who will have strike now to Kerry O'Keefe. Tony Greig listed there now at number 6. Max Walker, and he's got him caught at the sweep. A very simple chance there for Walker. Willey not over the top of that. Sweeping away, and probably a top edge, I should think, and straight to Max Walker. He had to move, I suppose, 2 or 3 yards to his left. May even have come off the back of the bat on the action replay there. And quite a simple chance for Max Walker. So 71 for 4, and that's a slightly different complexion now with 2 quick wickets going. Keeps in his 8th over now. A very good spell from the slow spinner. That's a good shot. He gave that some hammer. Played it very correctly at the same time. the air, but safe, and 4 runs. Nicely timed. First, it didn't look as though he'd hit that in the middle, but it went past Walker very fast. He's got that right in the middle of the bat again, and he's playing that shot very, very well. There's nothing particularly elegant about it, but it's extremely effective. Problems now for Greg Chappell. Run rate increasing since Tony Greig has come in. 2 quick wickets went down. Greig has come in and batted very well with Barlow. That's a beautiful shot. But, and Barlow is taking control here. And with Tony Greig, has taken the score from 71 through to the 100. Tony Greig now to face Mick Malone. Took the eyes out of that one. Unorthodox, but you can get away with unorthodox shots in this type of cricket, or indeed if you're in a run chase in a 5-day match.
That's a half volley outside, and it's no place to bowl to Tony Greig in this sort of form. Wide half volley, made for the cover drive, and played to perfection there by Tony Greig. Have to move. Good, accurate piece of fielding there. Good throw, and getting the overthrow. One always feels is a little bit unjust. Fine piece of work in the field there, and penalised a good throw. The ball hitting the wicket at the far end, and the batsman able to make 2 out of it. So the applause not only for that bit of fielding, but for the 50 partnership, which just came up in really excellent time, 33 minutes. And Greig could be in trouble. Yes, had to go. And this remarkably quick piece of work and a quick reaction there from Pascoe. Saw the possibility, chased down the wicket. Didn't even have to throw it, because no way in which Tony Greig could have got back. Ran on and removed the bails with his hand. That's how it happened. Greig setting off. Barlow going at first, then seeing it was impossible, sending Tony Greig back. And he had no chance at all. Reaction there of Barlow looking for the second, but just as well that didn't chance it. And he's run him out at the far end. A very lackadaisical piece of cricket there by Barlow, thinking he was safe. Astute bit of cricket too by Rod Marsh, who's getting the congratulations there of his side. He saw that Barlow was ambling back to the other end. See him turning his back there, casually walking along, and still a long way. No question at all. 125 for 6 now, that leaves England. Chappell then to Old. And that's 4 runs. Good shot. See the difference there. Old this time, plenty of time to get on the back foot and put it away square on the offside. That's a good firm blow over the top for 4. So welcome relief to the good crowd here at Old Trafford. It's surprising what a difference in this sort of situation a couple of boundaries make. What the difference between the two sides now to 34, 35 wanted by England. And that's an equally good shot. In fact, possibly the best shot of the 3. Oh, that's a great effort there by Hooks. Well, it didn't go through to the boundary, but Chris Old made 3 out of it. It's Alan Knott trying a little bit of unorthodox cricket. Swung that away from outside off stump. Down to deep square. Pascoe doing the fielding and not score advances by 2 more. So the one... And that's beaten even Walters. Glorious extra cover drive there from the bat of Chris Old. That's a simple catch, and Chris Old goes. So trying to force another one of Walker's good length balls over the top. A very gentle catch to David Hooks at mid-off. Useful runs there from Chris Old, 25, coming at a fairly vital time, a critical time, in fact, for England.
I think he won't even worry about that. He'll 4, and a very good one, too, between point and cover. And Greg Chappell was trying to keep him away from the strike there, and Nottie was far too experienced. Gave himself a little bit of room and slashed it away through that cover point area. 168 for 7, just 2 needed to win now. That's out. 168 for 8. The pulling into the field has given Max Walker another wicket. And what a finish this would be if Big Max could pick up another one with such ease. Ease such as that one there, straight to Doug Walters, to have John Lever dismissed for 1. And it's wide. So the scores are tied. And that's it. England have won with 2 wickets in hand. A fine shot by Alan Knott, and a very good game of cricket this. Well, that was with the toss, where David Gow won and put the Australians into bat after